Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nummies. I got so many requests from you to make something in celebration of the new Star Wars movie, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Today we're going to be making a savory recipe, a BB-8 themed pizza, and a BB-9E pizza. You know, the droid from the dark side. Let's get started. This recipe is enough to make one pizza, so if you'd like to make both pizzas, just double it. The things you'll need to make the pizza dough will be 3 cups of bread flour, 1 cup of warm water, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 1 package of active dry yeast. To top our pizzas, we'll need some pizza sauce, an orange bell pepper, some shredded mozzarella cheese, black olives, cornmeal for the bottom of our pizza, cherry tomatoes, and 1 tablespoon of black gel color if you want to make a BB-9E pizza. Now let's put it all together. First step to making pizza dough is activating our dry yeast. In a large bowl, mix in your warm water. It's about 100 degrees in temperature. Just pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Your sugar and dry yeast. We'll start with the yeast. Now pour in the water and the sugar. Then whisk together until well combined and set off to the side for about 10 minutes to activate. After the yeast has set out for 10 minutes, this is what it should look like. It's kind of foamy at the top. Now add your oil and give it a mix. I'm using a wooden spoon. Now add half of your flour. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Ooh. There, and mix again. Now we can add our salt. And lastly, add the flour in 2 more parts. We're adding it slowly so that the dough really absorbs all of the dry ingredients. This dough is looking good, and it's ready to be kneaded with the hands. Sprinkle a little flour on your work surface right in front of you so the dough won't stick. Using your hands, try to make a ball. On your hand, you're gonna use the heel of your hand, this part right here, and you're gonna push down, pull back the dough, and turn. Down, back, and turn. This is what the dough should look like when it's ready. You want it to be tacky, but not sticky. And when you press in with your fingers, it will spring back. We're gonna let it rest in a large bowl. I have a glass bowl over here. Pour a little bit of oil into the bottom and coat the sides as well. And also put a little bit of oil on top. Using a clean kitchen towel, cover the top of the bowl. Tuck your little dough into bed. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Let the dough sit until it doubles in size. Usually takes about an hour and a half. Our dough has sat for about an hour and a half. Let's take this off. Take a peek. Oh, it's great. Look at this. Look how fluffy. Okay, this is my favorite part. I love to pat down the dough. I don't know why. It's so weird, I know, but I love it. Okay, sprinkle a little flour down right in front of you so the dough doesn't stick. This is my favorite part, you guys. We're gonna plop the dough out. Just flip the entire bowl upside down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The noise! Okay, before we roll the dough out, we're gonna cut the dough into 2 sections because one section is gonna be BB-9E's body and one's gonna be his little head. So we need to cut off about 1/3. For the 2/3 section, roll into a circle, just like you're making a regular pizza pie. Once it's rolled out, sprinkle some cornmeal onto the largest baking sheet that you have. I'm using this big rectangle one that I found in my kitchen. Just cover the whole bottom. All right, and I'll transfer this over to the baking sheet. I'm gonna line it up here and flop it down. Then roll out the 1/3 section of the dough. And remember, you want the top of his head to be flat because that's kind of the shape of this droid. Okay, almost there. Let's cut off the corners so it looks a little bit more like BB-9E's head. Pick it up and transfer it over onto the baking sheet as well, letting it overlap a little bit at the bottom. Our pizza dough is assembled. Now we're gonna let it take a nap for about 15 minutes. Once again, with a clean towel, cover the dough. While BB-9E is resting, I'm gonna make a second batch of the dough for BB-8. All right, it's been about 15 minutes. Let's check on our BB-9E. Ooh, looking good. Beauty sleep did them well. Look how pretty. Next step before we bake is dock the pizza dough. Docking is just poking a bunch of holes. I'm using a fork. This is so the heat can escape easily and your pizza won't change shape or bubble or get kind of funky while it's cooking. This is really fun. Both of the pizzas are looking good. I've docked BB-9E and BB-8. To make BB-8, the only difference is I made the head a little rounder. Our droids are ready to bake. We're baking them twice. The first time, heat your oven to 400 degrees and bake for 5 minutes. It's gonna make decorating our droids a lot easier, and then we'll bake for the second and final time. While our pizza crusts are baking, we're gonna prep for some pizza decorations, starting with BB-9E. For BB-8, we can just use mozzarella cheese to decorate, but for BB-9E, we need something a little bit darker. Now, I love olives, so I would cover the entire pizza with just olives. I'd be like, olives, 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 olives. But if you are someone who doesn't love olives as much as I do, this is another fun alternative. Scoop a little bit of black color onto the white mozzarella cheese. Now you can mix with a spoon, but to make things go faster, I'm gonna be using some gloves. And just get in there and mix it around. Just keep mixing it up until the color is completely even, just like this. After the pizza crusts have baked, it is time to decorate. I'm gonna start decorating BB-9E. Let's start by adding a thin layer of pizza sauce. I love red sauce, it's so good. Now add the mozzarella cheese that we've colored. You wanna cover all the pizza sauce. Next up is our black olives. I chop these up to be nice and fine. Sprinkle over the top. For BB-9E's eyeball, well, I don't know, I think it's maybe a camera lens. I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna use half of a cherry tomato. Boop, and then has another little detail. I'm not really sure what it is. A laser? I don't know. For the rest of the decorations, we're gonna use white mozzarella cheese to try to make it look like BB-9E. To decorate our BB-8 pizza, once again, we're gonna put on our sauce first. We're gonna use regular shredded mozzarella over the whole pizza. The other toppings that I'm gonna use to make our BB-8 pizza are the other half of the cherry tomato, again, first a little eyeball, and an orange pepper, which I've chopped into small pieces, little bigger pieces, and some rings. 1 olive slice and some chopped olives. I'm gonna start with this little eye of olives. I'm gonna make a little mound and nestle them in there. And there we go, so cute. This is what our BB-8 looks like. And again, you can use any fruits, vegetables that you'd like to decorate. The 2 droid pizzas are ready to bake. They are adorable. I almost feel bad baking them and eating them because they're so cute. Heat your oven to 350 degrees and bake for 15 minutes. And ta-da! Here's the BB-8 and BB-9E pizzas that we made today. A big thank you to you guys for suggesting something Star Wars themed in honor of the new movie. I am so excited. I will be taking lots of pictures and posting these recipes on RosannaPansino.com, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so you can check it out there. And if you guys make any of these pizzas, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. It just makes me happy. It makes my day. And if you guys have any other ideas for any other nerdy nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.